Greetings, bright and beautiful children of the internet. My name is Avra. Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 9, one episode away from a full 10 episodes of progress, as well as a variety of other things. I also want to add that I have a few announcements at the end of this video regarding exciting things that if you like Runescape and you like me, might interest you. For now though, let's get right into the progress. To start things off, I am utilizing a few of the vegan knives I accumulated on my vegan bar trips, under the range level. How fantastic. Yep, I couldn't really think of anything witty to say about that. Nothing funny. For some reason I thought that I might have 5 crafting from lamps by the time I got 40 smithing. I can see that is not the case at all, as Scuffed Will Smith hasn't checked in a very long time. I am still 1 lamp off of 3 crafting. The smithing levels are pretty quick, honestly. The only thing is, I didn't want to not utilize the gold bars from smithing, so there isn't really much of a point to go past level 40 for right now if I am trying to be semi-efficient. Just murdering some guards in Edgeville with my veganism. Don't you know animals feel pain? How about tofurkey for Thanksgiving? Sarah Doman was vegan. I divorced my wife. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But can you please stop 'Cause she wasn't vegan. How dare you train runecrafting when animals are still being abused? I'm Alpha AF and vegan. This guy wants to fight for fun and hits me with the classic, I'll give your stuff back. I think I just transported back in time again to 2006. I said I'd fight him if he subbed to me on YouTube. Get so lured. Many of you may be new to the channel, but at the start of the series I implemented a rule. I cannot go south of the wilderness ditch of my own free will, except through the completion of tasks or finding quest items entirely in the wilderness. For clue scrolls I included them as tasks and allowed them to be completed as long as it didn't require items, or at least items I couldn't obtain in the wilderness. This rule was created for 3 reasons. First, as an ultimate Iron Man I will die and will have to start over a lot, and clues allow me to stay in the game a bit easier and also provide variation to the content. Although I haven't really died at all so far, I attribute that mostly to the fact that I have been completing skilling related activities. There's no PKers waiting at the iron bar spawn, or the anvil, or many other skilling related activities in the wilderness. I just haven't stepped foot in very active areas for extended periods of time. Once I complete my skilling related grinds and decide to start taking on Slayer and eventually bosses, or even just doing something like the wilderness agility course, the probability of my death reaches almost 100%. The next reason was to allow me the completion of wilderness diary tasks. The diaries were one of the original things I wanted to complete when I envisioned starting this account. Without the exception, not even easy diaries could be completed. It just so happened that one of the added benefits of this rule was the inclusion of quests. They could be completed by obtaining all items necessary in the wilderness and simply completing them through a quick dialogue and nothing more, aka a task, hence why Imp Catcher has already been completed. I also plan to use this same method for Doric's quest, boosting my mining level from 1 to 10. This saves possibly months of genie lamps, as I only have to lamp from 10 to 15 to begin mining myself. The last reason consists of the fact that I actually want to risk stuff when I die. If I die with little to nothing on me, it is extremely boring, and the wilderness series just becomes a waiting game for you, my audience, as well as me, as I eventually level up my combat stats and begin getting boss kills. Dying over and over might mean that I never even get to hold on to any of the rewards for very long at all. Doing clues gives me a chance to carry around a substantial and exciting piece of loot for an extended period of time, instead of the likely scenario that I get a boss drop and die possibly hours or even minutes later. This in turn makes the content more exciting. It also allows me to look more appealing, as instead of wearing ragtag armor I get to wear the latest and greatest RuneScape fashion, which as you all know is extremely important to me. It should be noted that a proportion of you all, however small, think my account is already ruined for the reasons described above. This should be expected. There is also a good chance that if you don't like my YouTube photo, then you certainly don't understand the full context of the last few minutes of this video, and that brings me great pleasure. With all that said, there is one more issue I need to let you all know about. I said I wanted to complete the Wilderness Diaries, but as it stands, that will never happen. I need 67 Hunter for the hard wilderness diaries. Allowing myself the exception of leaving the wilderness to complete 67 Hunter cheapens the accomplishment, and I will not be doing it. So until something changes in the game, it looks like I won't be able to complete all the diaries anytime soon. I decided to use the rest of my knives, and it got me to 45 ranged. Now it's back to smithing. This is what happens when you poke fun at veganism. You get taunted with vegan random events. Hey Tony, I got 40 cooking. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Vinny and I used to open up this place every morning before sunrise. Every damn morning, you hear? We place the tomato right next to the cheese. Every morning fresh. Those are fresh ingredients. You don't forget that unless you want to wake up one morning with pizza slices for hands.
So if I can get to 49 agility and then get a Dr. Jekyll random event with a clean Irit in my inventory, I could get an agility potion. This would allow me to boost to 52 to enter the wilderness course. Then I would only need level 49 to complete the obstacles inside. It might not be worth it, but it is something to consider for the future. So with 49 agility, back to smithing. Sorry Rick, can you give the genie a call? I'd like to place an order for 10 lamps. Send them to my P.O. box at 6669 Zamorak Lane. Now I am too lazy to even craft the knives, I just want to bang these smithing levels out. Even though there really isn't much of a hurry. There it is. Bang, bang, bang. Mama's given birth to triplets. 34 smithing, 35 smithing, 36 smithing. I gotta say, there really is only so much you can say about smithing iron bars. And I think I've hit that limit. Pumping these bad boys out, 37 smithing, 38. I can taste the gold bars. Back at the boys dressed in red to acquire another herblore level. The goal is to get 22 so I can utilize the Highlanders and the red spider's eggs, as the eggs are probably the easiest secondary reagent to come by in the wilderness. Of course, the goal of herblore is to get 38 for prayer potions. Another one of you lovely wilderness-only boys said you killed hobgoblins for limport roots instead of hill giants. I do plan to test whether one or the other gives more frequent drops. For now though, I am sticking with giants, as if I turn my hit point restore prayer on, I don't need to eat any food. Speaking of all you fellow wilderness-only champs, I think almost a dozen of you have messaged me since I've started the series. I know for a fact that at least 3 of you haven't quit yet. We all might need to meet up sometime. And you know, scheme and okay, so that is 20 herblore, and now I can start using Highlander, which is big, as I think I have left about 1,000 of those on the ground up till now. More term and potions. Wonder what the guys in the well are doing right now.
Deshi deshi basara basara deshi deshi basara basara deshi deshi basara basara.
Welp, off to get more limports. 21 herblore. You know how all the snowflake Ironmen sometimes discover really cool things that they didn't know about their zone? Well, this is about as close to that as we're gonna get so far. You see this sink? I swear to Zamorak that this sink was empty when I started my series. It isn't even marked on the map as a water source, but it works as one, as I can fill up my vials using it even though it only says fill bucket. This is kind of mind-blowing, I guess. Someone installed some new plumbing. I think this is gonna be my new house. My POH. Furnace, steel plate legs, gold ore, 2 beds, and now running water. Definitely give this place a 5-star rating on Yelp. Anyways, the only use I can think of this for right now is that I wouldn't have to rely on vials of water to drop from the Chaos Druids. I could just keep my vials if I intend on doing extended herblore training and refill them here so I can go straight to Chaos Druids. Sorry, Mrs. Sandwich Lady. As much as I want your baguette, I need an XP lamp more. Honestly, just getting fire making levels for total level. Going kind of stir crazy for an XP lamp, and yeah, we're just gonna kill imps to see if we get a chance at clay for old Doric.
Freshen up today with a brisk, cool
jug
of water.
40 fire making. Yeah, no one likes you fire making. Zamorak testing my faith in him, I see. There we go, 22 herb lore. Now I can make restore potions. Hear, oh hear, leafy strange plant that grows upon the ground. Who is the shittest random event of them all? Well boys, from 15 smithing to 40, I gained around 35,000 experience at 25 XP per bar. That comes out to around 1,400 iron bars smithed. Around 10 bars a trip, 140 trips. I probably averaged 4 minutes per trip, so that's around 9 hours and some change to get 40 smithing. Not that bad. Now I can smith, well, shit. It just looks like gold, honestly. Please help me, Wilderness Mom. Hey, don't go anywhere yet. I said I had an announcement. Okay, listen up. This coming week, I am going to begin work on a new series. Don't worry, Wilderness Mom ain't going anywhere, and this won't subtract from it, but I want to do a more collaborative project with some friends. All I will say about it is this: it involves someone who hasn't touched RuneScape in over a decade, as well as my friend 9rain. So make sure you hit that notification bell to alert your able-bodied self if I happen to post something this next week. Also, second announcement. If any of you out there are writers and have a hankering to tell the stories of your clan drama, RuneScape romance, the greatest scams ever pulled off, or general RuneScape antics, you can send them to me at this email. On Fridays, 9rain and I will chill out in RuneScape's various pubs and read your tales. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Bye for now. Oh, come on.